more cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed in Nepal this morning, taking the infection tally in the country to 291. Meanwhile, the toll of Nepalese abroad due to COVID-19 has climbed to 96, as more than 7,000 Nepalese have been infected in 30 countries so far. Meanwhile, the global death toll due to the novel coronavirus has exceeded 313,000, with more than 4.72 million people infected. More than 1.81 people worldwide have recovered from the virus so far. Good morning, I am Bipashna Tamang and these are the headlines of the hour. Nepal records its first death due to COVID-19. The total number of coronavirus cases in the country reaches 291, with 10 more cases this morning. Experts call for the government to coordinate with private hospitals as the increasing number of coronavirus cases pile pressure on existing government hospitals. Death toll of Nepalese abroad due to COVID-19 climbs to 96. More than 7,000 Nepalese infected in 30 countries. And one of the most wanted suspects of the Rwandan genocide has been arrested near Paris, the French Justice Ministry has announced. Nepal has recorded its first death due to novel coronavirus. A 29-year-old woman from Sindhupalchok succumbed to coronavirus yesterday, a week after delivering her baby. The woman had returned to her home district, Sindhupalchok, after delivering her baby in the capital's Tribhuvan University Teaching Hospital. The Health Ministry issued a press release to confirm the death of the woman. Likewise, 10 more individuals have tested positive for coronavirus this morning, taking the total tally to 291. As per the tests conducted at the capital's National Public Health Laboratory, males from 18 to 48 years of age group from Rohtahat have been infected with the virus today. All of them are reported to be in contact with health professionals and are in normal health condition. A total of 14 individuals tested positive for the virus yesterday. As the number of COVID-19 cases in the country has been rising recently, there have been errors in the information provided by the government. The Health Ministry has provided wrong information of those tested positive for coronavirus regarding where they had been staying and what their address is, which has created panic among their relatives and the local levels. The Health Ministry unveiled on 15th of May that a person tested positive for COVID-19 in Tulsipur Dang. Right after receiving the information, the Tulsipur municipality and the local administration increased monitoring in the area and the local people panicked. However, it was later found that the infected individual was not even in Dang. Likewise, a butcher who has been running a meat shop in Kathmandu's Kalimati was also tested positive for coronavirus. His sample was collected and tested in the capital. However, his address was made public by the Health Ministry as Lalpur Bardia, due to which the local administration restricted the movement of people in the area. The local administration was not sure whether the infected individual had even been to Lalpur. His treatment was actually going on in Kathmandu. The Health Ministry's negligence also created confusion in Kavri, Chitwan, Makwanpur and Sarlahi districts with similar cases. This clearly shows that there is gross negligence in keeping detailed information of individuals infected by COVID-19 in the country. The number of coronavirus cases has been climbing in the country as the government has relatively expanded the parameter of testing in recent time. This has left many patients flocking government hospitals, resulting in bigger crowds. Meanwhile, despite the need of the hour, the government has not been able to mobilize resources of private hospitals to attend to the ongoing health crisis. Narayani Hospital in Birganj is overwhelmed with patients that have tested positive for coronavirus at the moment, and the 70-bed isolation ward is out of capacity. The hospital management has also turned a nearby school as an isolation zone and kept 18 patients to make room for new cases. The hospital management has said it won't be able to provide service to any new patients in future as the hospital no longer has the required space. The situation is no different in Nepalganj, Butwal and Bhairawa. The hospitals in these districts are overwhelmed with patients as well. The 25-bed hospital in Nepalganj ran out of bed. 8 patients from Narayanapur had to be sent to Dang. As the number of coronavirus cases has been climbing in recent time, there is a call for the government to seek out support from private hospitals. There are around 350 private hospitals in the country at the moment with 16,000 beds, 300 ICUs, 120 ventilators and a huge workforce. As the government has been providing subsidies to private hospitals for equipment, the Medical Council has suggested for the government to coordinate with private hospitals to meet the growing demand of the health sector.
करीब जानकारी त्यो सजिलै आउँछ त्यसपछि उहाँहरुलाई जुन उपचार हुन्छ त्यो उपचारको खर्चको कुरा आयो त्यो खर्च कसले बिहोर्ने त्यो सुनिश्चित हुनु पर्यो सरकारी अस्पतालमा धेरै बिरामी आएर ठेगी नसक्नु भएको छ भने अनिवार्य रूपमा निजी अस्पताललाई प्रयोग गर्नुपर्छ.
Welcome back. The death toll of Nepalese living abroad due to the novel coronavirus has climbed to 98 so far. 17 more Nepalese have succumbed to coronavirus abroad in the past 1 week, excluding the South Asia. Among the dead include 77 males and 19 females. Nepalese in 30 countries across the world have been infected with COVID-19 and their death toll have been reported in 11 countries. According to the statistics unveiled by Non-Residential Nepali Association NRNA, a majority of 63 Nepalese have died due to coronavirus in Britain alone, followed by 15 in the US. No Nepalese have been reported to have infected in the African countries, while 35% of the total infected Nepalese abroad have recovered from the virus. 12 out of 27 commercial banks have reported of a drop in their profits ever since the lockdown began in the country on 24th of March. 6 of the banks have also stated they won't be able to distribute dividends to their shareholders this year. Based on the recent financial details released by commercial banks, that includes a 20-day period of the lockdown during the Nepalese month of Chaitra, profits have plummeted. As majority of big lenders pay their interest on a quarterly basis and that Nepal Rashtra Bank extended the interest clearance period, banks have reported a decrease in their profits. Commercial banks have experienced a hitch in the Nepalese month of Paush itself due to growing competition, increasing operation costs and the shrinking loan-to-deposit ratio. The ongoing lockdown has further hurt banks' profits. Commercial banks had reported a profit of 45.66 billion rupees during the Nepalese month of Chaitra last year. However, the profit has dropped to 45.24 billion rupees during this same month this year. The total profit has dropped by 1%. However, the profits that can be shed has dropped by 60%. Nepal Bank of Kathmandu, Siddharth Bank, Sunrise Bank, Lakshmi Bank and Civil Bank will not be able to distribute dividends this year. Meanwhile, Reserve Bank of India has prohibited banks from providing dividends to its shareholders. Nepal's central bank has yet to take such a decision. However, as the fourth quarter report is yet to come, analysts say profits of commercial banks will further decline due to the ongoing lockdown. And time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question. What is the reason for the government's inability to use private hospitals even at a time of national crisis? Your options are option A, lack of preparations, option B, lack of cooperation from hospital operators, and option C, lack of government's willingness. The voting is on. Type any WS, select your options A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Stay home, stay safe.